What's up? What's up, 360 electricians? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, welcome, guys. Hope everyone is doing well. This is a live stream. You probably won't get on the replay, but if you do, I'm just hanging out on Saturday. I got lots of paperwork to do. If you're an electrical contractor, you know what I'm talking about. Lots of paperwork to do. So I am hanging out here in the office, and I figured, let's go live. Looks like I'm live. StreamYard. This tab is using your camera or microphone. That's okay. All right. I'm not seeing myself live on my tablet, though, so I don't know if you guys can see me yet. But let's come over here. Yeah, it should be me on there. There we go. I think it's got a 10-second delay. A little bit long. Hey, welcome, you guys. Good to see you. Just going to answer a bunch of questions. That's what I'm doing today. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. It's just Saturday, July 15th. Wanted to say thank you for all the support. The channel is growing. We're going to bust 14,000, you guys. I mean, and gals. I wish I can bring you all together and just hug each and every one of you and thank you for getting us to 14,000. It's pretty crazy to think about that as the only real electrical contractor channel on YouTube that gives it to you straight and direct with no fluff and no BS. Doesn't mean I know everything. Doesn't mean that everything I tell you is going to apply to you. But gosh, I tell you, if I can just help you with one or two areas that I know you won't make the same mistakes as I did, man, you're going to be 10 times ahead of the game by the time I got into the game. So there's going to be a lot of pauses here. So maybe I should put it up there to just ask questions. I'm going to put it up there. I'm going to make a new banner right here that says, this stream is to answer your questions, your electrical contractor questions. Ask away. All right. Let's add that banner, and then let's just put that up there right there. This stream is to answer your electrical contractor questions or anything else. I'm just going to leave it on there. I'm working today. I've got tons of stuff going on, lots of stuff to share too. I don't mind sharing, but I don't want to be distracted from my work. But if you're working out there or you're just watching this and you got questions, or maybe you're sitting behind your desk and you're like, man, Jeff, you know, business is kind of slowed down. I can feel that economy turning. I'm getting a little bit worried. What am I going to do? I don't have any recession-proof clients. I got all my eggs in one basket. I'm a new electrician just starting out. How do I get a job? How am I going to survive if the downturn comes? You're a journeyman or a master, and you're like, I'm ready to jump ship. What do I do? What's your best advice? That's what this stream is for. I always started wrong. This stream is to answer all your questions. I appreciate you guys. I do this, you know, I'm spending my time here. I am working. So listen, it's not like I'm going too far out of my way. I admit that. But nobody else is going live answering questions for you guys, electrical contractors. So I've got the board open. Feel free to ask me questions. That's what it's all about. But before we do, let me know where you're tuning in from. Currently, I am in Montana. So I'm going to write Montana. You guys know that I have an outfit in LA. I just signed today. This is why you're here. This is why I'm going to help you. This is what I think that you can do. It's easy to do if you do it the right way. This morning, I signed a contract for, I think I can share my screen. Should I share my screen or should I share my phone with you guys? Let's share the phone. Just today, it's a Saturday. I woke up and I signed 2 contracts this morning. One, I got to be careful of the information that I give you guys. So one, and I wish I could film all this. This is just amazing stuff. Let me show you the picture first. How about that? You guys are going to love this. So got a call yesterday from a factory in Chatsworth, California. There you guys go. Rudy sent it over to me. Can you guys see the conduit, the 4-inch conduit that just fell right there? You see that 4-inch? It fell, it collapsed, it smashed all of the lighting fixtures. Can you guys see that? Sorry about the glare. There you go. Can you see that? It's about 60 feet from there to there. Number 4, I'm assuming 500 MCM crashing down. Let me see if I got a better picture. Here's one over here. Okay, there it is. There's my 4-inch conduit. The connectors are bent. smashed down, when it goes all the way down. The whole place is shut down. Nobody can work. It's totally unsafe. We went in there yesterday, did a quick shutdown of the power. Look how that conduit just bent. This is what I'm talking about. When you get clients like the ones that I want to teach you about, those clients are going to have conduit fall from the ceiling. Like, talking about manna from heaven. For all of you brothers and sisters in Christ out there, you know what I'm talking about. We walk on water every day, and that is manna from heaven. Now, listen, I feel bad for that company. I'm not happy that I get to do thousands and thousands of dollars of work because of someone's disaster. It's not what I'm talking about, you guys. But what I'm talking about is, shouldn't I be the one to do it? Shouldn't you be the one to get that call when manna from heaven just drops? We're going over there tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. and we are running a temp line from the main switchgear, 400 amps, over to the sub panel. They got a lot of machinery here. They are a manufacturer. We're going to temp it up, and I put the bid to do not exceed of, drum roll, $12,000. Threw it out there. I got a lot of expense to do this. I got to get guys off other jobs. I got to get the lifts ready. I got to get the SER aluminum cable that we're going to run, and we're going to have to strap up. I'm going to have a minimum 3 to 4 guys there, as I said. Lots of material, lots of labor, and it's an emergency call. The guys got to get there. So do not exceed of $12,000. I thought was very fair, and they went for it. So again, if you're just tuning in, there's a disaster, 4-inch conduit, 60 feet. Part of that contract is going to be for us to rope off that conduit that has collapsed. Even though it's not live, there's still a danger of conduit falling down. And so we're going to strap that up, make it safe so that they can get back to work and not worry about conduit falling off their heads or light fixtures. That is part of my do not exceed at 12,000. Then after day one, which will be tomorrow, right away, even though we got to be there for 2 days, day one, we're going to give them an actual estimate to go ahead and rehang that 4-inch pipe that has fallen. We don't know exactly why it fell or what the weak point of that original installation was. Obviously, I would say it probably wasn't to code, or somebody skipped out on something, maybe used 1/4-inch all thread instead of using 5/8, or maybe a thick 1/2 inch. I don't know. Maybe no unistrut and they went directly into some kind of a sheet metal. We're going to find that out tomorrow, and I'm assuming that that is going to get into a $25,000 to $30,000 job as well, to rerun that about 150 feet. Number 4, all 30 feet up in the air, trying to work around shelves, around bins, around employees, shutting this off, shutting that. It's going to be a nightmare. You got to charge for it. That's the kind of clients I want you to get. All right, Paul, good to see you, my brother. And where are you guys coming in from? Paul, Mobile, Alabama. I love you guys out there. I've got a couple of coaching clients in Alabama. Let us know what the weather is like, and let us know what you appreciate about this channel and what you don't appreciate, and other things that you would like to see. Sometimes I'm a smart ass. Sometimes I think I know it all. But most of the time I'm goofy. I want to bring it to you guys as real as possible. I try to get sponsors for the channel that are beneficial to you. So if you appreciate that, or if you've seen some sponsors on the channel that you like, just let us know. That's what this live stream is all about today. Adam, good to see you, my friend. You are in the process of getting your C10, California. Obviously, yes. I am solo starting out. My question is, what type of business do you recommend starting out as? Sole, S Corp, or LLC? First of all, Adam, did you just see my video that I put out? I don't know. I can't share a screen here. Yes, I can. What do you know? They're allowing me to share a screen. Even though I was here to work today, I have a feeling that we're going to have so many awesome questions that I'm not going to be able to work, but that's okay. I'd rather answer you guys' questions today and just help you guys level up. Let me get over here into my YouTube. Did you guys see? Did you see my most current video? And let's put it up. There it is. Don't do it. I'm going to get it up here. Okay. I don't want it to echo, but how am I going to do this so we can see it? All right. Let me just share this right now. Share a screen. There you go. I am sharing a screen. Okay, here we go. Well, there it is. Why you shouldn't be an electrician in California. Let's mute it. And I don't know if you watched this video or not. This is in my LA outfit, and it is don't be an electrical contractor in California. I'm an electrical contractor. Somebody commented, Adam, and said, oh, is that because you don't want competition? Really? I said, I coach people that are 1 block away from my location, and I've never seen them on a job site. I've never been a job competing against them. I don't believe in competition. I believe in collaboration. There is more benefit than if you think your competition to even the guy next down the street than if you think collaborating. There is way more benefit collaborating than thinking that they're competition. Trust me. So what is my advice to you? I'm going to tell you plain and simply. Let me stop this video. Let's stop that sharing. There we go. I'm going to tell you plain and simply what was your end game. Where do you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years? Is that to have multiple employees, multiple trucks? If that is a yes, I say pay it forward, pay it up front, pay that extra $2,000 a year maybe now, get incorporated. You will be protected right out the gate. You don't have to change your entity once you're a C10. You do not have to change your tax status. You don't have to redo QuickBooks. You don't have to redo advertising. And heaven forbid something happens in your first couple of years, you are protected. They're not going to come after you personally. You don't need to do a name change with the board, which also sucks. So go LLC. That's my recommendation. If you have any other questions, definitely ask it below, but definitely watch that video and see what's going on in California. Get the hell out if you can. And if you can't, that's okay. Do my marketing course. Do my marketing course. I am trying to sell you something. I'm trying to sell you a 10 times value investment. I just sold 2 today. People that are doing my marketing course are blown away. Actually, I have 2 people in Montana, one north of me, one south of me, and I'm right in the middle because we open here. We all have the same flyer and the same marketing. It's going to be funny because maybe in Montana, we're going to run across each other. And they're all going to be like, boy, you guys all get stuff printed at the same place. Nope, we all get stuff from the 360 Electrician. So do my marketing course. It's a game changer. It's going to level you up passive, active, and oh gosh, I always forget that. Passive, active, and progressive marketing for electrical contractors. Okay, there it is. Look right there. Oh, I just showed it. Let me see if I can go back. California, just your insurance increase will be a minimum of 25%. Let me pause it there. Let me pause it. Here we go. Let's see here. Am I going to show it again? Yep, right there. I keep missing it. Okay, here it is. Oh, man, let's clear it up. Let's clear it up. There it is. Increase in premium of minimum 25% in California. Should you be in California? I don't know. That's a killer for me. All right. Jimmy, good to see you, my friend. JC3 Electric Handyman Services. Hello, hello. Where are you coming in from, Jimmy? Most people hate handymen. I love handyman. You got to be friends with handyman. Handyman will do electrical. So what? You're not going to get that job anyway. If the client decides that it's a small job, some handymans are licensed. I'm sure you are because it says JC3 Electric Handyman. I like that because that gives me the impression that, yep, you're an electrician and your prices are reasonable. Handyman, they think that they're going to get a better price. I don't think that's true, but I love it. Never seen that before, but I like that name. But be friends with the handyman because, yeah, if they're going to change outlets and switches, you don't want to do that anyway. You don't want to go out and drive 30 minutes to change a dimmer and have to tell a customer it's $299. You'll lose people that way. What you want to do is have the handyman go, the friends of yours, do it, and then realize, oh, it's not a dimmer. There's a wiring issue. It's above my paid grade. Hey, I work with the 360 Electrician. Let me send them over here and they'll take a look at it, right? I think that's a great idea. Jimmy, where are you coming in from? Coe Rivera, I am K5, Minnesota. I'm in K5, Minnesota. I don't know, but I think you're coming in from Minnesota. Good to have you here, guys. Jay Sanchez, always good to see you, brother. How are you doing? Glad to see you guys right now. If you take 10 seconds, if you guys don't know already, here it is. This is why you're here. It's written right here. And we're also just talked about the job that I just signed up. So that was one of the jobs I told you I signed up today. So I signed up this project. Let me show you the picture again. We had 60 feet of 4-inch conduit collapse on one of my clients, except we didn't put the 4-inch pipe, by the way. That was done way before. It has nothing to do with us. We happen to do some other stuff for them, machinery and stuff like that. The conduit collapsed. It's crazy. $12,000. We signed it up. That's one job I signed today. I didn't show you the other job I signed up today on a Saturday. This is normal for the 360 electrician. This isn't to brag and pat myself on the back. This is 17 years of a proven system, 17 years of having my paperwork. Yep, my paperwork protects me. No lawsuits, thank God. God willing, I never get it because I have paperwork. I give you this paperwork fully editable on my website, www.the360electrician.com. It's because I get these jobs because of my, let's see right there. Yep, because of my marketing. Go to 360electrician.com, www.the360electrician.com. Join my email list. We have so many people that are joined on the email list. They're the ones that know when things come out first. You're going to know when courses and stuff come out before anybody else does. So the stream is answer your electrical questions. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know what your question is. Good to see you, Jimmy. Okay, so Mississippi, glad to have you here. Lit, what's up, my friend? We're doing great today. We're doing great. I was actually doing this to do work. And you can see my ADD going 100 miles per hour, right? I have so much work I need to do right now. I figured I'll go live, and as I'm working, I'll see the questions, I'll answer them. But whenever we do live streams, all of you are just as excited as me to start talking about electrical and stuff like that. So I'm going to do something here, and I'm going to share a link right now that you can also come and ask your question live to all of us. I've been starting to do this. Now, if you're a member of the channel, you're going to get priority because I'm going to see you're a member on that little star. How do you become a member of the channel? Well, let's go take a look at my website. Let's go take a look at my YouTube, and I'll show you. I'm going to share this screen. Okay, if you're not a member of the channel, what you're going to do is you're going to click my icon. It's going to take you to my page right here. There's a little join button right there. Can you guys see it? When you hit join, you can join for $2.99 a month, or you can do the 480 club for $5.99 a month. That not only supports me and thanks me, that puts you on my A list. That's when you're in this live stream. I'm going to get you in live, and you're going to be able to come live and ask your questions. And we're going to sit down for 5 or 10 minutes. That's like the cheapest coaching on planet Earth. Can you imagine? For $2.99, $5.99, you're going to get to come live with me right now and then ask any questions you want. It's not going to be a big coaching session. Coaching's $3.99, $2.99 right now for an hour. Can you imagine how cheap it would be if you just joined my channel, supported me? I thank you for it. And then you can come on these live meets and ask your questions. So let's get through a couple more questions. I'm going to throw that link up there. Justin, good to see you, my friend. Mississippi as well. Wait a minute. Jimmy, Justin, Mississippi, representing. Good to see you guys. There is Let Enterprises, and he is in Chatsworth. So you see, Lit, you're in my neighborhood. You know I'm in Chatsworth, California. So get some coaching. Don't wait. You are literally down the street from me. Next time I'm in LA, I can do one-on-one face-to-face coaching with you. Go to my website, www.the360electrician.com, and sign up for coaching. I'll actually post the link as well down in the description. So if you're here, smash that like button. If you're getting something out of this live feed, I'm going to do that myself on my own channel. There we go. I'm locking in and I'm hitting like. I've got 3 of you guys that have liked. I'd love to see 11 at least of you that are on right this second to smash that like button. Canada is in the house. Kyle, good to see you. Ask those questions, guys. What do we got? What kind of problems are we in? What kind of courses would you like to see? What do you appreciate from the channel? What do you not appreciate from the channel? Where do you think we can improve on the channel? Who are some sponsors we should talk to? Who are some TikTokers, YouTubers that you follow? All of those are questions I have for you, and I would love for you to ask your questions of me. All right? Gonna need water on this one because, boy, whoo! You guys know about the new podcast, right? Obviously, you guys do know we have the podcast. That's the podcast channel, but now you can just join the podcast on the regular YouTube channel. Just go to @the360 Electrician. You don't have to hit podcast anymore because YouTube, when I open the podcast 2 months later, combine podcasts into channels. So yeah, I got 2 channels on YouTube, but I really want you guys to go to the 360 Electrician channel. That's our main channel. Hey, you guys know about Klein Tools. We did a live with them on the podcast, and they're giving away a lot of cool stuff. Go to their Facebook page /Klein Tools and let them know that you heard about it on the 360 Electrician live stream. What's this live stream about? About answering all of your questions. Adam, good to see you out of Florida. Let me send out that. Here we go. I've just copied it. So if you guys can't be on at the same time, I just listed a link right there to StreamYard. If you click that, you are coming on live with me to ask your question live. So if you want to get on live with me and live with the world and the channel, please do that. Let me see here. You guys see the new video I just put out? I think it was a short. Yes, I just put out this short today. Let's get it up here. You guys see that short? Let me see if I can get some volume in here. Did I turn the volume down? Probably did. We did a great video for Klein Tools. I have a nonprofit that we're doing out here in Montana, and I reached out to Klein. I said, "Hey, listen, I got this nonprofit. They really could use the help. Not that I would not buy this tool, my friends. It's been on my list for months. I just usually I buy my tools when I have the first need, right? That's my little trick I do. You guys probably do the same. If you're all of a sudden going to pull in, 500 MCM to 300 feet of conduit, maybe that's when you buy the Maxxis/Southwire. I think they bought them. I have a Maxxis. You're going to buy that $3,000 puller, right? Because now you have a job that's paying partially for it and you need it. Same thing here. We were about to buy the ET450, but it's a nonprofit. I don't want to have to charge the client anything extra. Reached out to client. They were gracious enough to send this. Man, this thing is a game changer, guys. So hopefully you saw that video. Again, it's on the shorts feed, but I've got the full length video coming out at the end of the week. Kyle, there we go. What's your process for a service call from the lead to the invoice? All right. So a great question. I appreciate that question. That's a super awesome question. I get a lot in coaching as well. So I have a system. I don't have it in front of me that I can show you, but I have a system. A phone call comes in, how you answer it, who answers it, what you do with it, how you say the right word. So thank you for giving us a call. First, I acquire as much information as I can without either annoying the client or being too technical. When an older person calls you and they're like, "Hi, yes, so I have an electrical problem that I need an electrician to come out." I'm the kind of that guy that goes, "Yeah, sure, I'd love to send an electrician out. What's the kind of problem you're having, and are you available today? What time can I send them? Did you know about it? You see, so I go 100 miles per hour. Nope, you want to mimic who's on the phone. I would say, "Hey, I appreciate you giving us a call. May I ask your first and last name?" And then they say, "Yeah, my name is Mark Johnson." Great. And you're going to write that down. "Mark, I appreciate you giving me a call. I understand that you have an electrical problem. May I ask the property address where we would be sending a technician?" And he gives you the address. "Mike," or I think I said Mike. "Mike, we also communicate through email. Is there a good email address that I can reach you?" "Yes, it is." And he gives you the email. "Last but not least, is there a phone number that I can contact you to let you know when we're on our way?" Sure. I collect all that information. Then I ask, "So what kind of problem is it, Mike? When did it start? Can you tell me more about it?" Okay, first things first. First thing I'm doing is, boom, I'm catching them in my net by getting all their name, phone number, address, all their information. Because now it's going in my computer. It's now an email lead. It's now a marketing lead. It's somebody that needed electrical. I got them. Once they're in my system, now they're slightly vested. What does that mean? Now they're invested. They've already given me all their information. So we're already halfway there. I would say 3/4. There's 3 parts to this. The first part is grabbing all their attention. Now, mind you, if you're on the live stream, you're getting this for free because, boy, I feel another course coming on. So thank you again for the Kyle for the question. Again, ask your questions here. I don't see any other comments coming in. Ask your questions. Smash like. Let's get back to Adam's question. Kyle's question. Okay. Acquiring that information is number one. Number two is acquiring as much information about the project as you can. Now he's telling you, "Well, last night was a little cold and I plugged in a space heater. And I woke up this morning and I don't have power. And I went to the breakers and I reset them. And I just, okay, now we got some clues." Now, what I will do is stop there and ask, "Hey, Mike Johnson, if I ask you to do a couple of troubleshooting items that are super simple to do you think you can handle it?" The reason why is, okay, so number two is now he's vested in me because he's given me the information about the project and what is wrong. Okay, as I'm looking at my front here. Okay, So now I have that information down, right? And now I'm leading into number 3. And number 3 is, hey, thanks for the information. Thanks for letting me know. I want to try to solve this on the phone for free. And it's very quick. You're going to know right away. And he says, no, I've already tried the breakers. I'm not comfortable with it. Great, Mike. The reason I ask is because if it was something that I feel like we could take care of over the phone, I don't like to charge my clients the service call fee, which we do require if we send a technician out to troubleshoot and analyze the system. It does take time and money to do that. What we do here at 360 Electrician is we split that cost with you. It's an $85 service call fee or a truck roll fee. If you agree to that, I'll be glad to send a technician out at blah, 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 or have an availability, blah, blah, blah. Was that something you want to go ahead and book with us? Okay. Now at that point, oh man, he just hit me with the 85. If I did that up front, I wouldn't gather that information. I wouldn't have them vested to go. And you know what? Usually they say, well, I don't really feel like paying the 85, but I like to get this done because they're already down this rabbit hole, right, with you. Now, and then you already tried to hug him and say, look, I don't want to take that 85. I'm already on your side. You're building confidence. You're already pre-selling before you've sold anything. How do you like that? You like it? Let me know, Kyle, what you thought about that. All of you guys that are still here, let me know what you guys thought about that. That's the way we do it. And then all the way to the invoice, by the way, paperwork. Kyle, you can go online. Are you in Canada, Kyle? Did you say you were in Canada? Yep, you're in Canada. I don't know if my paperwork's going to work for you in Canada, but I've got the course on the paperwork that you get my paperwork that's editable. I teach you about the invoicing and how I do that on there. I would take me an hour to try to explain that to you. But I explained how you acquire it. I hope that gives you enough value. If you guys are out there and you want to come live, there's the link right there. Click that link. You'll come on live with me. Let's move on. I saw the short. Yep. Awesome. What did you think about it? I think that's a great tool. If any of you guys have it, let me know. Awesome, Adam. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Again, I hope you guys are smashing that like button. We're only at 10 likes, guys. Come on, let's get this thing up to 20 likes. And I keep going. You know how that works. Thanks, Kyle. Excellent answer. That's the way I do it. If you can better what I just said, let me know because I want to better myself as well. That's just how I do it, and we skyrocket. So again, I didn't tell you guys. So I just sold 2 projects just this morning on a Saturday. Sometimes Saturdays turn out like that. I sold this project I showed you guys. The conduit had fell down. We are going to temp it all the way from one side, from my meter main, all the way about 100 feet over. We're going to run some auxiliary wire so that then we can use this. That factory cannot shut down. They're making money. So they appreciate everything I told them, how I told them, and how they're going to be back up and operational as soon as possible. Gave them a do not exceed of $12,000. They accepted. Here's what I got this morning as well. I've been working on this, I'm going to be honest with you, for about 2 weeks. And I just got the call this morning from an existing recession-proof client. Okay? Recession-proof client. You got one? I hope you do. I'm not going to show you the contract he sent me, but I'm going to show you the amount. This is this morning, and it is to replace sub-panels. Okay? Sub-panels. The total budgeted price, $19,500. Just sold that this morning. That was the contract that they sent over. Big property management companies will have their own product. So what is that? 19,000. Did I say 19? What was that? 19,000. I forgot the amount already. I think it's 19,700 or 500. Let me take a look. So this morning, 19,500. Just this morning, we sold 19,000 plus 12,000. $31,000 today, guys. $31,000 in one day of sales. Can you do it? Why not? I'm no different than you guys. I am no different than you guys, except different experiences that I share on the channel. I share in coaching. I share on my website, www.the360electrician.com, and I share in my courses. If I had someone like me, not that I'm the best again, but if I had coaches, if I had YouTube back when when I started like you guys do, of course I'd be selling $31,000 jobs daily. Okay. It's not unheard of. It's not rocket science. You just got to do it with systems. Someone's got to teach you. Who's going to do that? Your competition at the wholesale house? When's the last time you went to the wholesale house and the guy behind the counter actually helped you pretty good? Nah, I don't know. We're the only channel on YouTube, so I hope you share. I hope you subscribe. Hey, we're running into 29 minutes. We're about to hit 30 minutes already live. I don't have that many questions. I keep going when I get likes. So if you're liking the content, if you're liking the live stream, smash like. I'm going to reset it. If I don't have 20 likes, I think we're going to cut it short because I came to actually work today, but I figured I'd get online to hook you guys up as well, answer any questions. But if you guys aren't getting anything out of it, I totally get it. We all want to do something on Saturday. We got 9 likes. Can't do it. Got to get to 20 likes, guys. Come on. Meanwhile, let's ask those questions. I shared the link with you. Where's that link? I don't know if I'm going to share it again. This is the last time I'm going to share it just because we might not go that long if I don't get the likes. Hey, right? I mean, I got to get something out of this too. It's my time. I appreciate you guys, but I got to do something. Kyle's online. Kyle, hang in there. I'm going to get you in 2 seconds. All right, here we go. I'm having trouble on the part with every call that comes in. Want to know price at the front. Okay, understandable. Kyle, I'm going to let you in, so hang in there, okay? So, yeah, absolutely. But that's exactly what I said. Did you repeat that? You get their information. You get to know their troubleshooting, and then you let them know about $85 up front. And if they ask, well, can't you give me a price over the phone? You know, the joke is, well, hold the phone up. Let me see what the problem is. Well, now we all have smartphones, so you can. So if it's something like, hey, I want to do a panel upgrade, can you give me a price? I go, you know what? That's fine. Hey, JB007, can you send me a couple of pictures and at least let me give you a ballpark? Dude, give it. You don't lose anything. Why do you want to drive 50 miles when they don't want to pay you your $85.99 service call? And then you get there and you're going to tell them it's a $3,900 panel and they're just shopping around. I'll give them the price over the phone because they're not really my customer anyway. It's not the kind of customers I want. By the way, those clients come from Yelp, come from Google, and come from Angie's. My customers come from my ultimate marketing for electrical contractors on my website. All right. All right. Let me put that on there and let's get Kyle in here. Kyle, what's up, brother?
Hey, 360. How are you?
What's up, Mr. Canada?
Well, hey, it's nice up here.
Yeah,
Nice
totally.
to meet you, man.
Hey, great to meet you. I was just at the Lewis and Clark Caverns up in Montana, and I saw the coolest Toyota 4Runner, and it had the Canadian maple leaf and another design, but it was so cool. I wish I took a picture of it, and here you are. Got Canada on the live chat. How long you been watching the channel, Kyle?
I'm kind of the news channel. I think I found you maybe about 3 months ago. Been following you.
Awesome. And you are a contractor in Canada. I've coached 3 people in Canada, believe it or not. One on the Toronto side and one on the Vancouver side. Oh,
and
sorry.
well, maybe 4 because I filled out your form. So
Okay.
hopefully we can get me lined up.
Yeah, actually, awesome. And actually, I will get you in touch with a couple of the guys. Again, one from Alberta and one from the Vancouver. Did I say that right? Both ends of the coasts.
That's close enough, 360. We'll let you get away with that one.
Yeah,
close
you
enough.
got it. And the reason I would hook you up with those guys is because they've done coaching like several times. They've done my marketing. It seems like a lot of stuff that we share here in the States. Look, we're 120, 240, 3-phase, 480. All our electrical language is the same.
It's the same stuff.
Codes are pretty much the same. The differences are going to be some in the laws, the regulations, the deposits, but sales is sales, right? We're approaching it the same way. We're talking the same way. You can, advertising is worldwide. When you do a flyer, there's something called the 5 around, right? You go and see your client, but before you do, you give a flyer to the house on the left, you give a flyer to the one on the right, and you do 3 behind you. Those are called 5 arounds. That's going to work in Canada. It's going to work in South America. It's going to work in Europe. It's going to work in America. So there's a lot of stuff that we can definitely talk about in coaching that's going to help. But hey, man, you're the first one in. Ask away. You got any questions that you want to share with the channel?
Well, you nailed that first question I asked about your processes on the service call.
Do you like that? I mean, I do it very strategically, but I do it in a friendly way. So again, it'd be like, if you were calling exactly that way, I'd be like, hey, Kyle, I really appreciate you calling us. There's so many people that you can call. Hopefully I can get to serve you today or be the electrician that you're going to be, and then the whole process is like smack them. In my marketing, though, don't forget, once I go see clients, I rip $100 bills and I say, hey, Kyle, if you go ahead and give these 3 ripped up $100 half ones to your friends, family, and coworkers, when they call me, I'll put the other half together. And just like you had that $85 service call, you can even apply it towards the service call. And then what are they going to do? They're not going to forget about you when you walk out the door. The next day, they're going to look down and go, oh, crap, I got 3 half $100 Canadians. I got to give those out, right?
Referral.
That's it. Referral. Don't do the Angies. I'm not going to say don't actually. In the beginning, you do. Well, I don't know if you have Angies, but in the beginning, do your referrals. Whatever your paid referral is, it's great. But make sure those paid referrals become 3, 9, 27 clients. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
If I'm going to pay Angie's List, which we have Angie's here in the States.
We have Home Stars. We're Home Stars up here. Shout out to Home Stars. Home Stars is really good.
Perfect. And you're paying Home Stars for $75 for that lead, right?
Something like that. It's a subscription monthly. Some are better than others.
Right. But great. But they're getting you in front of a client. And even if you break even, let's just say, or you had to lower your price because you're competing, but what you're doing is now you're making them a marketing team, a part of your team. Now, next time they need an electrician, hopefully they're not going to go to Home Star. Kyle's going to be their electrician, and you've given them incentive to do that. That's kind of what I'm teaching in that. Man, all of a sudden we got a ton of people like Canada, I guess, because we got a bunch of people coming in here. All right, let's see. Or maybe not. So that was a thank you from JB. Here we go. There's another one. We might do one-on-one coaching soon, I'm sure, for training on sales. Absolutely. And, I have a passion for this stuff. I love it. It's what I've been doing my whole life. So
360, why don't you talk about a little bit what you do after you get the customer? Okay, they've agreed to $85. You show up, and now the repair is going to be more than $85, 9 times out of 10, right?
Of course, absolutely.
So what do you do when you kind of start getting a little pushback because they're like, oh, 360, you said it was $85.
Well, no, I say to get a technician out there to troubleshoot or analyze the system or to give you a proper estimate. And that's when they're going to give me the pushback in the beginning. They're not going to give you a pushback. When they say they're going to pay you $85, and now listen, in Montana, everybody pays a service call fee. It's a norm. In Los Angeles, hell no, I'm not paying you anything because I got 800 other electricians that will be loved to come out here.
Yeah, we're pretty saturated up here in Toronto.
Okay, but that's fine. But then I would argue with you, is that really the client you want to go see? Now, if you're sitting around not doing anything and it's only 10-minute drive, do whatever you feels good to you. Don't listen to me. That's a bunch of crap that's coming out of my mouth because I need you to put food on the table. Once you get established, because remember, even if you do the free call and you get it, you're still going to have your marketing. You're still going to level up. That's still now a client that is going to hopefully not by, oh, man, he loved me. I hope he refers me. No, man, you're going to hit him so hard with my marketing that he's going to refer you. Now, whether the referral calls you tomorrow, next month, or 3 years from now, I can't promise you that, but I can promise you they're going to call you. Another thing is I've got the marketing. Another thing, Kyle, you want to do is remember I talked about flyers? Assume this is a flyer. My course is going to get you a flyer, custom made, completely up to whatever you want. Works in Canada too, because you have EV chargers, solar generators in Canada. All that stuff, you custom do it. I send it to you print ready. So then you take it to your local printer, whatever printer online you want. I use Alpha Graphics here in Montana. We're trying to make a deal so that you guys can all print through him as well. But I'm going to promise you that you're going to get, if you print 1,000 flyers, I can promise you, give me a number 0 to 1,000, Kyle. Pick a number that you
900.
I can promise you that 900 of those flyers, it's going to take a little time. It's not going to happen overnight. 900 of these flyers that you just printed with me are going to get passed out to potential customers in hand, not just leave them at some grocery store or pin them up on a wall, guaranteed without you lifting a finger. I'm going to teach you how to do that. And you're going to say, is it magic? It's so
It is magic.
Simple.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, yeah, it is.
Did you see that magic trick where this gal takes a thing and she slips it through the phone? And then I saw how they did it. And you're like, you thought it went right through the phone. It's stupidly, simply awesome that you go, damn, why did Jeff figure it out? But just that one trick is going to make you thousands of dollars in your next 5 years because you got hundreds of flyers passed out to potential customers for free. In other words,
I feel like the contracting business is just like that. There's a lot of tricks. Once you learn the tricks and the systems, it's easy. You just repeat. I'm still junior. I'm still learning how to implement my systems and work on it.
Yeah.
But once I get there, I feel like it's just going to fly.
You're doing it. You're thinking ahead. You are putting the cart before the horse, which is actually a good thing because by the time you got that horse running and you forgot to load up the hay and you forgot to, load up the poop bag. And sometimes you want to put the cart before the horse because you got to get that ready before you can put the horse back on. So I think I love that you're even thinking about that stuff. You're asking those questions that are super important when you start out because you want to start out. I always say we're shooting for the moon. The moon is where we want to be in 5 years in our career, right?
Absolutely.
So if we're off by a fraction of a degree, where are you in 5 years? Nope, I don't have the life I wanted. I have zero time. I'm working 24/7. My family hates me. I'm doing what my dad did as an electrician and what my grandfather did as an electrician, not the 360 electrician way, which is totally wreck everything and build it up for 2023. Social media. Look, you know how many people are on social media with 50, 60, 70,000 followers that are, by the way, making side hustle money, but they're also
Absolutely.
doing it to
Huge.
get leads. Jordan, my friend out in Britain, Artisan Electrics, 200,000 subscribers. And when I
Wow.
talk to him, I go, Jordan, he goes, Jeff, I don't do YouTube for YouTube. You know how much money and clients I get because when they go to search on the #2 search engine in the world, YouTube, they find me in Britain #1. I get 10 calls a day because of my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel just complements my brick and mortar. Of course, I can guarantee you he's making 100,000 a year doing it right now, possibly more. For me, it's the opposite. Mine is not a moneymaker whatsoever. I just don't
It will
happen to
be.
work.
It will be. You'll get
I,
there. You'll get there.
I'm not even, well, I shouldn't say it's not a moneymaker. Obviously, I put courses and stuff out, but again, I don't consider that. For me, it's because I have nothing else to do. I don't work day to day in my business, meaning holding a tool. I'm
Do
running
you
my
ask?
business.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you ask your customers if you can film on their job sites when you're looking at something? I saw your video. You went out to like a condo complex and you were checking a meter, and you had an Eaton breaker burn out in your meter base.
Yes.
You did a
So
lot of
that
filming for
one,
that one.
yeah. No. So again, I didn't put the client wasn't even the client. It was the tenant.
The
So
tenant.
on video, she said, can I record you so that I can show my daughter? It was her daughter's apartment. The property manager hired me. The owner actually of the building has hired me. Okay.
Mhm.
So when we went in and she said, and I brought my camera to film everything on the outside. So I wore it here on my chest. I usually, again, this is Montana. We just opened 3 weeks ago. This was before I even opened. I did a favor for this person that owns the building. They've known I've been opening for a while. And they already throw me work. I'm licensed
Nice.
here. Yeah. So what happened was, hey, and I said, well, absolutely, I want you to record. So she was recording me fully because I have nothing to hide. I said, in return, do you mind if I record? But I'm not going to put you in it whatsoever. Your voice might be in it. She said, yeah, I don't care. So I said, great. I turned on the camera and I said, whatever her name was, just to reiterate on camera, I do have your permission to record inside the unit. I will be putting it on my YouTube channel. However, I will not be using your face or your name, your personal information. She said yes, and I said likewise, and we recorded. So
Most people are pretty good about it.
now what I'm doing in Montana, because I'm not doing the Montana filming again for myself, I'm doing it for the channel, for sponsors, for helping it. So now what I'm doing is I'm just letting clients know that there's $100 discount depending on the size of the job, or a $50 discount if you allow me to film. When they say yes, I have a right to film waiver, and it's specific.
Yes, paperwork.
Your address, your personal last name, your first name might be in it, all this information. Any picture of you will be blurred out unless you don't care. A couple of them said, I don't give a crap. I just want the $50.
There you go.
That's
Right
kind of how
on.
we do it. The rest of them are my projects. I got a really nice one coming out for my LA project that I haven't posted.
Is that the house
yet.
in Malibu there?
Nope. That one we just started. That again, that's what I mean. I don't know if I have that project on here that I can share, but it's pretty cool. I'm going to share something with you guys here. How many guys are on right now? We got 17 guys. I hope you guys are liking. I hope you're smashing like.
Come on,
Kyle
guys, click that link. I don't want to be the only one in here.
There you go. There's the link. That's what Kyle clicked. He got online with me, and we're talking. So come on board. Guess what? I sold my third project just now. I just sold a service, a 200 amp underground service. I just got the okay right now at 10:48. Right. Oh, I guess a couple hours ago. I must have missed it. All right, let me just do this really quick and check out this new video. For example, this is one of our projects that the video is coming out soon. I'll share it with you guys. Let me get in here and see how I'm going to do that. Here it is. Okay, I'll share the screen. You ready? Am I on the wrong one? I should have been on that one. Let me get rid of that one. Stop screen. All right, here's a preview for all you guys, okay?
All right, let's lay it on us.
I don't know if we're going to have volume, though. That's the only problem. So let's do this, and let's do this. Nope, not the Klein one. This one's going to be one, but here it is. Okay. Nope. Wow, why did I do this one? This wasn't the one I wanted. Hold on a second. Well, this is the Klein one. This is the rest of the video that's coming out this week. Can you hear the volume?
Yes.
So there's a little preview of the new video that's coming out this week.
So the ET450 is a game changer because now
this
we
is
can
that
take
property
that
that we
thing
had.
and
So
we can actually
again,
start
same
tracing.
thing. This is a nonprofit that we're doing a bunch of work for. This is probably going to be $100,000 project by the time we're done with it, sometime mid next year, in pieces. And so again, for something like this, we get permission from the property owners to film That's Brandon, one of my team members, and worked out pretty good. We got that new
Guys,
sniffer.
it's
We're
got a
doing
little
that review
voltmeter
for
right
client,
here that's
but we're
telling me
actually
that right
using
now
it.
we are on a single leg of 120.
So it's fun stuff. YouTube is it's pretty difficult though. I mean, let me tell you, it's probably harder than running an electrical contractor business. I'm not even joking. First of all, you got to do this for, unless you get some viral videos, unless you look good like the ladies on TikTok, you know, and I don't look that good, so I ain't going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're looking good and you have a lot more and you have the talent to back it up. YouTube is the long game, like really long game, because it takes a long time. You know, I figured I'm going to do YouTube. I'm going to blow up like Dustin. That's why I got on Electrician U. And then and then you realize, oh, there's people like Dustin that are friendly. I get it, but they're just bogged down, so they're not going to be able to answer any questions. They've just become too big. And so I said, you know what? Electrical contractor is my niche. And look, 14,000 is not that big. I mean, I can get to people. I can talk to people. Anybody else coming on that stream? Let's answer some questions, Kyle, since you're on here with me. All right.
All right, let's do it.
Let me see it. Do we say I'm having trouble with every call comes and wants the price up front. So the price up front is, again, that's what it is. And they give you flack or feedback. Hey, take a couple pictures and send it to me. I'll try to give you a ballpark. Don't lose the job. Don't lose the job. I used to be like, well, if you don't want to pay, screw you. And then I realized that's stupid, because you never know. Maybe they're going to call 5 other people and they're not going to be available. I want to at least try to give them, because you know what? I don't want to be on their never call list. I want to be on their list of, okay, he didn't come out, but I don't remember this guy being a jerk next time. I want to learn how to price jobs. Pricing jobs is my number one coaching question. I'm probably going to put a course out on it, but you got to price right. So Kyle, remember we were talking about shooting to the moon?
Yeah.
If you're off by 5% on your pricing, you should be $100 an hour electrician, but you're charging $95 because you just didn't know. 60% of people that coach with me charge less than up to $5 an hour. So if you're within $5 of what we coach, you're fine. You're not going to lose money. So I want you to, if you are supposed to be 100 after we coach and you're 95, you're okay. If you're 90, you're in big trouble. 10%, that's $10, average $128 a month. You're losing $1,280 a month if you're priced too low. So imagine that times 12 equals times 5. You just lost $76,800 in the next 5 years. That's just you by yourself. And now if you got 3 guys, multiply that by 3. That's my brand new car payment that paid off. That's my vacation for 3 years. That's my, whatever you want to say. The here you go, wifey. The here you go, I'm getting married because now I have money in the bank. That's what that 5-10% means. 20% are charging within 95 to 105. Perfect. But now they know why. And if they scale up, I'm telling them where the numbers need to go. Not some stupid spreadsheet that's 80 freaking lines deep. We're not MBAs. We're tradesmen. We're great at the trade. We suck at business. So why not have some simple math? Easy. Hey, I just got a healthcare plan. What do I do with that number? I show you where everything goes and we give you a number. 20% are charging 105 or more. God bless you. But what happens when the recession turns? I had a guy I coached that's charging, his price should have been 125. He's charging 200. And I said, well, how many are you selling? And he says 6 out of 10. Well, that's why.
That's pretty good.
That's not great, because I charge $1,000 an hour, Kyle, but I only work 1 hour a month. Does that mean anything? That's stupid, right? You want to charge, your right number and work because here's the problem. Those guys are only giving that person that job, I feel, because we're in the unicorn stage. Right now, you have a heartbeat and alignments. You're an electrician, hired. Well, what happens when the tides turn? You know how many people have come and worked on this house that I built here that I will never hire again because they took advantage of me? I know they did, but I had no choice. Those guys' future is not bright. They're on the high right now. They just bought the new truck and the new boat and the new Tahoe because they thinking 200 an hour, suckers. You're never going to get my call ever again. You know who's going to get my call? When I start calling around and everybody goes, oh, no, I built my house. He charged me 125. Hey, I heard you charge 125. Yep, we still charge 125. I'm the McDonald's of electricians. I just need to sell more burgers. I don't need to screw people on the price. Okay? Hope that helped.
Yeah, excellent. I think that's a good way to go about it.
Yep. All right. So let's see here. Do we have anything else here? Yep, definitely the paperwork course, Brian. It's a game changer. I got it right in front of me. This is just one page of the course. It's completely customizable, editable. Should we throw one out there really quick? I always love to throw some nuggets. Why do you need paperwork? Let's see what's on this one. I love it. I love it. Okay. So you are you're a subcontractor for a client. Okay. Happens here in Montana. We're all subcontractors for a general contractor, right? In LA, I'm a subcontractor for a ton of general contractors. General contractor doesn't pay me. What's my recourse? In California and in Montana, it's called a preliminary notice. If you do not let the owner know that you are subcontracting for a general contractor and to say, hey, customer, I'm a subcontractor. Please do not pay the general contractor unless I give you a lien release. Because if I don't, and your general doesn't pay me, even if you paid them, I can come after you. I can put a lien on your property. I guarantee you, everybody watching this right now, maybe one, that would be 10% if one of you did. None of you guys know about this. None of you have ever done it. You have no clue because nobody ever taught you. I'm teaching you. Well, here's my clause if you do my paperwork. General contractors. So if a general contractor signed my contract, if this proposal is for subcontracting work by a general contractor, said contractor must supply me the name, address, and contact number of the owner or client within 10 days of starting. This information is for sole purpose of supplying the customer a 20-day preliminary notice. General contractor agrees to pay $360 electric no more than 10 days after the bill has been submitted and according to California contractor law. Who has that on their paperwork? Nobody. How about another good one? This is a freebie. Don't even do my course. You get into a job, you don't have paperwork. Hey, Kyle, I'm going to go ahead and rewire your bathroom, and I'm going to take that cloth wire out, and we're going to just rewire the bathroom. And you get into the bathroom, and it's all old stucco, lath and plaster. They've got wallpaper on every single wall. And you went in there and you said, okay, I can do this in one day by myself. I'm a rock star. I didn't do the coaching with Jeff, and I never got the paperwork because I'm too cheap. And you get in there and you start pulling on the wire and you're doing this and that. And then you realize, oh, crap, this cloth wire is not coming out of the flex conduit, right? Or the black pipe. Happens in LA all the time. And you're tugging and you're like, crap. You go into the attic, there's no junction boxes. You go into the crawl space, there's no junction boxes. You shove your fish tape and 3 feet in from the switch, you keep hitting a box. Then you go from the outlet and you go 3 feet this way and you're hitting a box. And guess what you have right in between? What do you have, Kyle? Or Brian, sorry, Kyle. What would you have in between this box and this box? And you got something that's not pulling through.
You got buried junction boxes.
Thank you very much. Hey, Mr. Kyle, I'm sorry, but I got to stop the job. I got some bad news for you. You got a buried junction box here. It's going to be an extra $1,000. And by the way, now you have to replace all of that wallpaper. And Mr. Jeff's going to go, well, Kyle, that's not my problem. You agreed, and I've got a contract here that says you're going to rewire my bathroom for $2,500. So no, unless you want me to sue your ass, you're going to do the job. What do you do, Kyle?
If you got no paperwork, you just have to get it done.
You shit bricks. Well, how are you going to do it? You going to open up drywall? I mean, wallpaper?
Yeah, it sounds like you're re-wallpapering your customer's bathroom. That's what it sounds like.
No, Kyle, you're not, because you spent the money. You got the ultimate paperwork for electrical contractors. In the event of existing crushed or unpullable conduit or hidden junction boxes, an additional charge will apply. And I'm not going to read you the rest because you got to do the course. You are protected. I've been doing this a long time, guys, in the most litigated state on planet Earth, and I still get litigated. Thank God I don't have any losses, but I cover my ass with paperwork. By the way, this was one of them. I don't even have the other half, which is way more legal. I've covered you guys every which way but lose. Go to the website. I'm going to put it up there. Sorry, I am advertising. I know. Go to the website. Let me put it right here. Join our mailing list and do the paperwork course and do the marketing course. All right, Kyle, I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm going to wrap this thing up. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Any other quick questions? I think people are getting a lot of good stuff out of it. I don't see any new comments coming down, but I got 21 guys on the live stream right now. Let me see if I can answer a couple more questions. I'm going to keep you on in case you can answer it with me. Definitely looking for the paperwork course. Absolutely. Here we go. I got my first job on a daily labor rate with your class. That's awesome. That means that JB007, I coached him, And I apologize. I've got over 400 coaching clients. So I love each and every one of you. When I see you on screen, I remember you, but don't ask me to remember names. Best place to learn about electrical work in Texas. Best places to learn about electrical work in Texas. So I'm assuming you're asking me. Union, if you want to go Union, they'll teach you about electrical work for sure. A trade college. I went to Los Angeles Trade Technical College and got my AS degree in electrical. I should be careful when I say that. I got my degree, 2-year degree in electrical construction and maintenance. When I say AS, that's Associates of Science. I've got my AA, and I added the electrical, so it would have made it an AS. I just didn't want to take the one last math class or something it was to make it official. I should have, but hey, I was 20 years old back then. Stupid things. Take that last class. But I do have my certificate, which is cool. I'm going to start putting it up because I found it after this many years. People are like, you graduated in electrical construction and maintenance? I didn't even know that existed. 2-year college. So find out a trade school. That would be your best way to do it. Oh, what's that in? You got
that's Red Seal up here in Canada. We're Red Seal electricians.
Beautiful. I love it. Well, that would be like a journeyman certification or a licensing certification. This is an actual like engineering degree, electrical construction maintenance degree, where they teach you everything. But it's the same thing. It's the same as going through a trade program. But this is the government one, so it actually counts for college credits. That's the only difference. We have the ET450. It is good once you learn the signaling. Absolutely. Jimmy, was it crazy how you just, I was blown away by the ET450, man. I turned that sucker on and it tells you the percentage with a tone and a bar graph. And we were able to find exactly where it was broken. The thing was, we had one leg of a 12240 broken. So I'm like, at first we're like testing and I go, duh, stupid. I got 100% signal. And we're like scratching our heads going, this thing's supposed to find, duh, turn off the leg that's working. So now there's only wherever the break is on the bad leg, we followed it and we found the pinpointed it like within 2 feet of where it was broken. So it's kind of cool. Ended up there was a post and the cement base rubbed up, I guess over years or whatever. It'd been there and it rubbed up on it and it shorted out and just sizzled until it broke the circuit.
So where do we go to get one?
I've got a link on my description of the channel. Just watch the short video and click. Amazon is a good one if you got Amazon up there. How can we load this contract into FieldPulse? Oh, super simple. So when you do the course with me, you're going to cut and paste it. You're going to edit it first. You're not going to have the front side. You're not going to need this in FieldPulse because that stuff's the customer information and what you're doing and the payment. You're going to enter all of this stuff into it. And then when you send it out on FieldPulse, it's super simple. There's a default that says for everything you send out, you ask for a signed contract, and then you put down which contract. So, for example, if you have terms and conditions that are different for new construction than solar, the solar paperwork for me is different. I got my solar actually right here on the clipboard. So I have 3 different paperworks. So I also have my solar paperwork. It's a different one. So I'll cut and paste the solar one differently. And then you send that out in the PDF, and they have it, so they can never argue with you. So that's how you do it in FieldPulse. There's a spot for it. Reach out to FieldPulse and ask them. They'll tell you. You do the course. You edit everything that you get from me. You simply cut and paste it because it's all editable in Microsoft Word. All right, JB. All right, Kyle. Whew, I need water, man. We've been going an hour already. I got so much work to do today, but I appreciate all of you guys, 22 guys in here. Smash that like button. Kyle, thanks for coming on. I'm going to kick you off right now.
Okay, brother. Thanks very much.
Reach back out, man. Give me a comment if I'm giving something away, Kyle. If you're a joint member, by the way, I see that for that $299, $599. Nobody decided to join in. I always got some free stuff to give out. I always want to give out free stuff, but
okay, well, get me in coaching, and we'll figure out how to sign it up. Okay, brother.
Yeah. So when did you sign up for coaching?
I filled out your form. I think it was yesterday, actually.
Oh, okay. That's part of what I got to do today. I get about, honestly, God honest truth, I get about 3 to 4 a day wanting to coach, which is incredibly blows my mind. 1 or 2 of them, I just say simply no. Thank you. I mean, not no, but like I met you. We were on the same track, but it's like I get it from like third world countries, and I'm like, I can't help that person. I can't take their money. I wouldn't even know what to do. Canada's not a problem. I've coached Australia, and I've coached nobody in Mexico yet. But I mean, almost every state in the United States. So out of those, and then of course, I got a lot of people that don't have their license yet that want to do coaching. And I kind of send them the email to say, look, I'm ready to go, but I think it's a little early for you. At least get your journeyman card, or at least get your master's, or at least fill out your application and then come. But don't get your business name, don't incorporate, all that stuff we can talk about. I'm not an accountant or a lawyer, but at least as another electrician, I can bounce that off. So I'll definitely be filling that out and send it over to you. My week's pretty clear, especially towards the end. I'm sure we'll get on
All right. It was nice to meet you, 360. And
Awesome.
Thanks for doing the channel, man. You're really helping out those small guys.
I
Okay.
appreciate you, man. Thanks, Kyle. We'll see ya. All right, guys, that was awesome to have Kyle on there. I put it out there for you guys to join me. I appreciate you. If there's no other questions, which I'm not seeing any come in, I'm going to log off in exactly 1 minute. I'm going to check how many likes we have. If I don't have 20 likes, we're going to check off in 1 minute, but don't leave yet because I'm still waiting for people. Oh, what do you know? We got 20 likes, son of a gun. All right. We're staying on for at least the next minute or two. Make sure you guys don't have any other questions because you guys gave me that 20 thumbs up. I appreciate you. You know I love you. Next on the podcast. All right. Anybody know who's next on the podcast? Comment in the comment section. Who's my next guest on the podcast? And who was my last guest? I don't know. I told Kyle I don't have anything to give away, but I tell you what, the first person that maybe answers who my last guest was and knows who my next guest is going to be, I think I should probably give away something on this live feed. What do you guys think? I think I should. I think I am. So let's go. Answer that question before we get off because we got 20 likes. And let me go get what we're going to give away, okay? So who was on my last podcast? Who is on my next podcast? Okay, thanks for all your help. You're always welcome, Michael. Don't log off. I'm going to grab something that we're going to give away if you can answer that question. I'm going to be right back. All right, here it is. We are going to give away a Ranger designed bottle. Thank you, Ranger Design. They sent me a couple of these bottles to give away. I haven't given away any bottles yet. This thing is awesome. It's a thermos bottle from Ranger Design, the Mercedes-Benz, the top of the line, the most incredible racking ladder system for your van. You know, I love Ranger. They have been a sponsor for, a year now. And they just sent me some other product that we're going to review. You're going to get a Ranger Design bottle for free from the 360 Electrician. I might even shove something in there. You never know. It looks like it might fit something. Maybe I can get a FieldPulse t-shirt in there. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw something. It'll be a surprise. First person to answer, to comment down below, who was on my last podcast, who was I with, the company and the name, and who is my next podcast with. I'll give you a clue. It's a she. And she is awesome. She's probably one of the most powerful women in the electric trade, and you don't even know it. All right, let's see. I'm going to give you guys a minute to answer. Thank you, JB007. No one's answering. Who was on my last podcast? Who's on my next podcast? Free Ranger Design bottle with something shoved in there for you for free as well. I'm going to ship it to you. Let's give it exactly 45 more seconds. I'm going to stay silent. If you're still here after 45 seconds and you've answered, you could win. It's going to be the first person. I'm awaiting. I know we got a 10-second lead time, by the way. So if I just said this, I actually said it 10 seconds ago. It's got a 10-second pause on the live stream. All right. Let's see what we got going on. I'm going to open up a little water here. I'm going to have my last sip and see if anybody's going to answer that question. I want to give this stuff away. It's piling up in the house. You know, we give it away to you on the street. I want to give it away on the channel as well. All right. Nobody's taking it. Going once. Going twice. Guess at least. Who was on my last podcast, the 360 Electrician podcast? And who's going to be on my next one? Take a guess. No. All right. Going once, going twice, and nobody. All right, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. 20 of you are on right now. Thank you for giving me your Saturday. I really hope you got something out of the out of the live feed. All good guests, Life on Lewis, Josh and Doug. No, man, go to the 360 Electrician podcast. Nope, not Home Depot. I'll tell you who it was. It was Greg Police from Klein Tools. And next, I got Samantha McDonald from NECA. Do you know about the NECA show? The National Electrical Contractors Association, the biggest show for the trade in Philly, coming end of September, October. I will be there. I got Samantha from NECA coming on the podcast next week. Tune in, subscribe. You can listen to the podcast, by the way, at the YouTube channel. The video one you can, but at my website, www.the360electrician.com. Click on podcasts on the top right, or just go to Spotify, Apple, or Google and type in the 360 Electrician. Guys, girls, I love you. Thank you for the support. We will see you on the next one.